Okay, good evening to all. I hope you enjoyed all the two level of AutoCADs for the basic. The level 1 and level 2 we have completed. Today we are going to start the level 3. Especially today we are going to learn how to do dimensioning. Okay, for the last 2 weeks we have done how to draw the drawings. Maybe somebody is already drawn some sketches. Somebody they are trying to draw. Somebody is already finished some drawings. But sometimes still I haven't teach you how to measure the line or circle or arc or angle or whatever that. If you want to present your drawing to other people, for example, you already drawn the square 100 by 100. You know that that is 100 by 100. But when I see your drawing, I am not able to understand that the drawing is 100 by 100. So unless I have to mention the dimension, the value, then only I will know that. So if you are once you draw the drawing or once you are started to draw the drawing, you should double confirm that length or width or whatever the arc or radius or circle or distance, whatever. Then only your drawing is 100% correct. Otherwise, it will not be a correct drawing. So the first thing you have to confirm yourself. That's why you need to mention the drawing dimension. Secondly, if you want to share the drawing to other people, they should know before they check themselves. Visually, they have to see. That's why the drawing dimensions is very important. In the previous versions, we are calling is the dimension, but current version they are calling is annotation. Okay, so if your dimension or annotation both are the same. Okay, see this is the annotation tab, or you can here just here click annotate, then automatically annotate tab will be open here. Okay, this is the tab we are going to learn today. Before you start to do the drawing dimension, you have to set the standard. For example, when we started to draw the sketch, that time we have set at the paper size and paper limits and everything, right? The same procedure, you have to create the dimension style for yourself. Sometimes the style is differ from person to person, company to company, consultant to consultant, or client or owner to owner. Some owners like to make the thin line with the dimension. Some owners like the bold line and with some different style of text and other things. So before you create the dimensions in your particular drawing or particular people, you have to set your dimension style. That is called dimension style manager. Okay, that manager will control all the styles of dimensions. So now I'm going to teach you how to create the dimension style for your own style, like your name, like as a Jamir or whatever the Fedros or Prabha or whatever, even though the Vimal or any name, you can create your own name to create yourself for the dimension style. Then you can apply the dimension style to your drawing to make the dimensions. For example, if I am draw the line, this is the line drawing. This is just drawing. I know this is the length is 1 meter or 1000 mm, but you don't know this is whether it's a 1 meter or 800 mm or 900 mm or 1200 mm. Unless if I show my drawing, for example, this is the annotation tab. See here, just you create, when you click here, you can see some dimensions icons. If you click that, you can create, draw the dimension. Now you got it, the dimension, but this dimension is not by standard. Okay, so if you want to give the good presentation, you have to create your own style or with the standard styles of the documents. So that's what we are going to do now. Before you creating the dimensions, before you're creating the dimensions, you should create the dimension style manager. Okay, so I'm going to teach you. You see, when you see the 2012 and above the version, you can see the annotate. The lower version, you can see there is a one tab is like a dimension tab. When you click the dimension tab, you can see the below. Otherwise, you can click here, this arrow, for example, the annotation tab. See the below the dimension area. there is one small arrow. If you click that arrow, then you can get dimension style manager. Okay, this is the dimension style manager. You can set up yourself. Okay, again I will, otherwise you can do dimension type. You can type here dimension ds, I think so, dimension scale, dimension ds, right? Ds, correct. When you do the ds, enter, then, oh sorry, drafting settings, dimension ds, dst, dimension style. So you will get the new window. So we are going to see here from the, see there is a few icons: set current, new, modify, override, compare. So that means set current means whatever you're creating the dimension style, you have to assign set current, then only it will reflect in your drawings. New means you have to create yourself the new style. Modify means whatever the standard. See here one standard dimension style. You can create, you can modify, you can customize your own style from this standard. That is called modify. Override means maybe you can create one style. Then again, maybe people want to create change to some styles is new or different. Then you can override and you can use it the same style. Now I'm going to compare. Also, you can do that. Whatever is the existing or new or one style one and style two. Now I'm going to teach you how to create the new dimension style. Okay. So I'm going to use the new tab, new. Then it will ask you specify new style name. So you can give any one of the name. For example, AutoCAD or whatever your name or your company name, your project name, or your engineer name. It depends. Whatever you want to refer or reference, you can do it. And now I'm going to give AutoCAD basic. Okay, this is my standard. So this standard is starting from standard level. Okay, sorry, this style is starting from standard. Okay, then I will do continue. After you will get the new window. Okay, here you are going to do all the settings, whatever you want. See, there is a few tabs: line, symbol, text, fit, primary units, alternative units, and tolerance. Okay, we will see one by one how it works. And also, just to make sure this is the basic standard. If you are going to use A4, A3, A2, A1, you can use this setting. Whatever I'm going to give the value here, you have to follow that. If you are going to use A0, slightly differ, that one, that value is little bit higher than this particular standard. Okay, first I will teach you up to the A1. If you know A1 until A1, then you can manage it easily for the future A0. Okay, I'm not going to teach you A0. You can follow the standard, this inputs, this values for until A1 paper size. Okay, first the line. When you create the new style, you give your own name or your interested name or your desired name. Then you can get the new window. After that, you choose the line tab. Then you can see dimension line. Okay, everything is customized. You can customize yourself. Whatever you want, you can do it yourself. Okay, there is no restriction. But if you are working with any concern, any company, then they have a, maybe there might be a some standards. For example, my line is should be this color. My text is should be this style. My text height should be like that, something. So that time you have to follow that standard. Otherwise, you can create your own self. For customize, I will show you how to customize, how it will reflect in your drawings. Dimension styles. For example, dimensions color. See here the lot of colors. If you choose the black red color, see here, you can see the difference, whatever I'm customize my colors. See, when I choose the dimensions style, color is the red, then automatically it will be a red color. Okay, but actually it's not a red. Supposed to be by block or by layer. Okay, but I explained to you, you can do it yourself. See, if you choose yellow, it's become yellow color, but the default is block color. Okay, by block. The line type. Here, there is some line type, but actually that is one of the thing. I want to teach you one more thing, line types. Line types is very important in AutoCAD. See, whatever the drawing you draw there, you cannot create all the line in one style. There are few line types. You should know how to choose the line type and how to select that line type into that dimension style or normal sketches. From the beginning, we have choose only the continuous line to draw the line, circle, arc, and the rectangle, whatever that. But here, you can customize your line types also. Maybe you can think, what is that line type? See here below. See here, you can by layer, by block, by continue. There is a one more option is other. If you click the other, the new window will be open here. See, here also the same three line types are here. But here one more option is on the new select line type tab, the load option. If you click the load, then you will get the new tab. To see inside, there is a lot of line types. Whatever the line type you want, you can select here. See, I hope everybody can see that. For example, if I am choosing the dash line, okay, select the dash line, say okay, then automatically the dash line will come to your select line type. Then again you select the dash line, okay, then automatically it will come to your line type. Okay, maybe this one is not reflecting to here, but it will reflect into your drawing when you do the dimensions. But it's not necessary to change the line type unless your company, your contractor, or any your supervisor or engineer or worker want to differentiate your dimension in their drawing for easy understand, then you have to do it. Okay, but if this is not compulsory, this is for only customized by requirement. Okay, so otherwise you have to use by layer or by block. Okay, this is common, right? So I will explain to you one more time. If you want to change the line type in your lines, then you go to other, click, then you will see the new window. Inside there is one more option is the load. You click, then you will get the new another one more window inside. After you scroll down to see there is a lot of line types. Whatever the line type you want, you select. Even to see somebody is created very yes. Yes is the one of the line type. So okay, then automatically that yes will come to here. Then you select, then okay, then automatically it will come to your line type window. After you can choose whatever you want. But my suggestion and standard, you have to use by block. Okay. The next one is a line weight. Maybe you can think line weight means thickness of the line. How much thickness you want to create your line in your drawing. Okay. Normal is by layer. If you want to create the thick line, then you can use the value is from 0.01 to 2.11. See, I'm choosing 0.6. Then automatically you can see here the preview line is thicker, right? You can see the thick line. So this is also customized. If you want, you can create, but by default, you have to use by block. Okay. Then baseline spacing. That means your dimension line, how much distance away from that object. So this one should be 1. It's a minimum. It should be 1. So, okay, this is the minimum setup. And also there is a suppress. For example, if I click the suppress 1, see here, one side dimension is turned off. If you choose the 2, both side dimension is line is turned off. Okay, but defaultly it will be showing. If you turn off, then it will be turned off one side. If you turn off and take it, then both sides will be turned off. Okay, it's up to your choice, but default is should be show in your drawing. This is the dimension line setting. Now the next one is extension line. So what is the extension? See the difference here. This is extension line, right? Are you able to see clearly? Oh, I think should be better. Okay. So when I change the extension green, automatically the line will be changing. If this is the customize, if you need, you can do it. Otherwise, you have to follow same by block. This is the good standard. Okay. The same line type, whatever we see, we have seen in that dimension line, you can do the line type. Whatever the dash line means, it will changing the dash line. If it's a AutoCAD line or S line means automatically it will changing S line. You are not able to see the dash line here because this is the preview is very small. When you use this setting in your drawing, then you can see the big difference. But this S line is, you can see that the same way the dash line will be reflect. But my suggestion and standard is by block. Okay, you have to by block. And line weight, the same way your extension line also you can change the line weight, thicker or thinner, whatever you want. But by standard is by layer. That is good. And also exit. See, when I turn off, then one extension line is turned off. If I do another one, also turned off. If you don't want to show, then you can turn off. Otherwise, you untick, then you can see that. This is the second extension line setting. The thirdly, there is the extent beyond the dimension line. The value should be minimum 1. So just you follow the 1. Offset from the origin. So that is for original line. Also you can make it 1. Then automatically you change. Maybe you cannot get the good presentation here, but we have to do some other settings. So you have to remind 1 value. Okay. Also there fixed length extension line. If you want to fix it, you can fix it. Otherwise, you can just leave it. Okay, up to you. This is the first basic setting for lines. Now we are going to see symbols and arrow. When you click the symbols and arrow, then you will get the another tab to see the other settings. Here you can see first the first window inside the symbols and arrow is a arrow head. What is the arrowhead? See, there is a 2 head, first, second, and leader. I will change that arrowhead to closed fillet to dot. See, you can see the difference for arrowhead. Okay, it's up to your choice. If you want, you can use it. Otherwise, you can leave it. But standard is filled arrow or closed arrow. This is the standard. Usually in the AutoCAD drawing, you can see this kind of arrows to show the dimension. If you want to customize, you can customize yourself. Whatever that, this kind of arrow also you can use it. Or you can use this kind of arrow. Or you can use this kind of arrow. It's up to you, your choice, or your superior, or your designer, or engineer request. Based on the request, you can change whatever that. Even though different type of arrow also you can use it, but default is closed filled arrow. Okay, even you can customize. One is the closed fill, one is the open blank fill. Maybe you can choose one is the other type. So see here, one you can see the closed arrow, one more is the other type of line, that is called integral. Okay, otherwise my suggestion on default is closed field or arrow, whatever you want. The leader means this leader is called here. See, R 0.8045, then there is one arrow, right? That is arrow is called leader. Okay, you can customize that leader also in the dot. You can't see here, but it will reflect into your dimensions. Okay, you can choose any one, whatever you want. But my suggestion, you have to follow the same arrow wheels. Then arrow size. Arrow size is very important. You have to maintain minimum 2.5. And one thing I want to highlight you, if you are using the limits, if you're creating the drawing, if you are using the drawing with the limits, then only this dimension style will reflect in your drawing. If you didn't create any limits, then these standards of value will not be applicable. It will not be reflect in your drawings. Okay, make sure that is more important. Sometimes some people they are doing, they will forget to create the limits of the paper. They never choose the paper, but they are trying to create the dimension style to create the drawing. Then after they will ask me, oh, sir, I cannot do it. I can't get that actual size because they didn't set the paper. Okay, paper setting is more important. So okay, come to the point. Arrow size should be 2.5. Okay, center mark maybe the none. None means you can't see any mark. If you choose mark, then you can see the mark in the center of the circle. A line, then it will show the line. So default is mark, then you have to use 1 is the value. Okay, again the dimension break, how much you want to break the dimension, just you give the 1 is the value and use it. After that, here arc length symbol, preceding dimension text, above dimensions text or none. Up to your choice, you can use the preceding or above. Maybe I can choose the above. Jog angle, that is means the angle of the arrow. 45 degree, this is the 45 degree. If you want 60 degree, you can use 60 degree, 70 degree, 70 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, up to your choice. So default is 45, just you leave it. And the linear jog dimension also 1.5 is okay, fine. So the second symbol and arrows is completed. The next setting is text. Just you click the text tab, then you will see the text tab window. You have to set up another windows here. See text appearance. Here, and you have to set up text appearance. First is the text style. What type of style you want? See, there is a two style first. Here, they already give us the standard. When you click, there is one more is annotative. But if you want to use your own style or any other different style, you can do that. See here, there is a 3 dot. When you click the 3 dot, then you will get new window. Here, there is a lot of styles. See font. See inside, there is a lot of styles. Whatever the style you want, you can do it. See, before that, you have to create the new. You give the value name. Maybe I will give the Vimal is my line type. Then automatically the Vimal will be created. Then after, you can set what are the type, what type of line, what type of style you want. If you choose, then automatically it will reflect here. See Vimal, I choose the Vimal name. I mean, I create the new text style. Its name is called Vimal. Then the assign other style is here. Then regular, then size and the paper weight, everything is here. Don't touch anything. Just you create the name with the text. Then to just do set current. Then apply, close. Then automatically it will come to. See here in the text, you can get the Vimal. Automatically Vimal will come, then it will be reflected in your drawing. After you can customize color of the text. If you choose the red, then automatically see here, the text will be changing to red color. Okay. So again, the fill color. I will explain to you what is the fill color. If you choose the fill color, the text behind, there will be a small box to fill up the color to present your text in the bold and very strongly highlighted. But this is not good to show in your drawing because when you create the fills and colors, it will affect your drawing. Your actual drawing will be hide. You can't see that wall or whatever the drawing is behind the text. So that's why you have to make it none. That is good. And also text color should be by layers good. Unless the people want to change the color, then you can go on change it here. The next one is text height. Okay, text height should be 2.5. This is very standard. You have to follow the style. Maybe you can think why you are changing the Vimal. Actually, it should be standard or any other style. Just for the reference, I change it to the Vimal. That's why colors, the style of the text is different. Okay. But customize, you should follow the standard. Okay, your standard style is standard style of the text, not the Vimal. Okay, any other name like bold or italic or whatever that depends on requirement. You can change it. Okay, the text height is 2.5. Should be minimum. Okay, you cannot bring lower than 2.5. Okay, draw frame and around the text. If you click that, then the frame will be creating begin the dimension. But this is not nice. If you want, you can do. Otherwise, just untick. This is the first setting. The second one is text placement, where you want to place your text. Vertically, the text is centered, but you should create above. Then automatically your text is above the dimension line. Horizontal, it's center. You can do either exit line 1 or exit line 2. It's going to the dimension value going to near to the one of the arrow. That is called other settings. Other over exit line 1 or over exit line 2. It's up to you. But the standard is you should follow center. That is good and visible. View direction. Which direction you want to view? Is a left to right or right to left? If you make it the right to left, it will be reversible. If you make it left to right, it's a presentable. Okay. Then offset from dimension line should be 1. Okay. See, when I create the offset line from 1, then automatically your dimension is going to above the dimension line. It's more presentable. Okay. After that, one more text alignment. You can make it horizontal or align with the dimension line or standard. Horizontal means all the dimension text is horizontal view. Right. So if you make it alignment, then all the dimensions going to align based on the dimension line. Up to you can use the horizontal or alignment or standard. Usually the people will use ISO standard or align with dimension line. This is the other settings for text. After that, fetch. Here you are not going to do anything, but there is only one changes. See here you don't touch anything. Is everything is default. Here the scale, annotative scale dimension to layout. Use overall scale. Now currently you have to use 1. Don't change into any other number. We have to change one place. I will teach you when we see the layout on models on the plots. That time I will explain to you why we need to change this number and what will be reflecting when we change the number. But currently don't change anything. Just you keep it 1 for default scale. Okay. The next one is primary unit. Primary unit. When you click the primary unit window, you can see the 3 type of window here. One is the linear dimension. What do you mean the linear dimension? See here, unit format. Still, I don't know whether somebody's asked me or not. I think it's a previous lesson or this lesson. I'm not sure. Somebody asked me how to create how to set the units. When we do the drawing, we can set the units. For example, in Singapore, all are using millimeter. Whatever you are measuring, whatever you do, the dimensions are creating the line or whatever that is, everything is measuring by millimeter in the civil construction site. In the same way, when you go to India, they are using feet. They are not using millimeter or meter. Whatever they want to create, measure the drawing on the side, want to mark that side, they are using only millimeter. When the American Western country people, they are using inches. Okay, the country wise the units will be differ. So if you are using the millimeter, the Indian or Bangladesh also, I think they are using the feet, cannot use the millimeter. They are very confusing. they want to use feet. So that time we have to assign the feet. Here, that's why you can choose unit format here. See, here when you click here, there is a few format. One is the scientific, decimal, engineering, architectural, fractional, Windows desktop. Usually we are using the decimal. If you use engineering, it's become inches. Sorry, this is become feet. When you use architectural, it's become feet. Now you can see here 2 feet by 1 by 16. So that means 1 by 4 quarter, I think so. So you can select whatever you want. Fractional. Also other unit format. Other one is scientific. This is the scientific value. It depends on the requirement. But basically we have to use decimal. Decimal is the standard in Singapore. You have to use the decimal value, even though I believe that all the people is using the unit decimal value to draw the lines, the drawings, whatever that we have done. So you have to maintain decimal value. Okay. Second, precision. So that means see 0.0000. See here also you can see that my value is 14.1097. So that means after the decimal dots, there is a 4 decimal value. That's what here mentioned. You can change it to single decimal or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever that. If I could change it to 1, then my units is become, my value is become 1 millimeter. Now you can see 28 only, 14, 17. If I going to change my text style is the standard, that could be easy for you. Okay. So see primary. See, now I'm choosing 0. If I choose the 2 digit, then automatically it become 28.1, 16.6, 14.1. That is okay. You can customize yourself. 2 digit, then automatically it will reflect into 2 digit. If it is 3 digit, 4 digit, it's become 4 digit. By default, 1 digit is good. Unless if they're asking 2 digit, then you can change it to 2 digits. Okay. The next one is the fractional format is horizontal. Just that one is hidden. Don't change anything. Then decimal separate. What do you mean by decimal separate? If I'm using the 2 digit, decimal separate should be dot. See 28.07. If we change the comma, then 28,07. If we change it to space, then there is no more dot, no more comma. It will be showing only space. It's up to your choice. But you have default is have to maintain dot. That is good. Okay. And the round off. Round off value means it's another easy way to measure the drawing. For example, if you are working on the site, somebody asks you to measure the distance 100 and maybe 1001 mm, right? Somebody give the drawing to draw the line in 1001 mm. 1000 mm is easy for us to draw, but 1001 mm is not easy. Even though it's not able to mark on the site. 1 mm is very, very small. It's not valuable to do on the site. Even if the 1001 mm in the machining or boring or wherever other industries, the 1 mm is more precious. But in the construction site, 1 mm is not much important. Maybe it's a front or back or it's acceptable. That's why if somebody gave 16.60 on the line, but really we are not able to create the 16.6. Either you can do 16 or 17, right? So 1 mm is okay, but decimal value is not possible. If anybody want to measure the dimension, the 14.11, it's really not possible. Okay. If anybody want to ask you to create the line for 15 mm, it's very easy. 20 mm easy. 10 mm easy. 14 mm or 14.1 mm is not easy. That time you have to use the round value. Even though if actually is a 14.1 also, it will make to If it is one value, one round off, then it will take to 14. 14.11 become 14. That means computer is automatically taking to adjust the round value, whatever is the presentable, whatever is the measurable. Okay. But still your line is 14.11, but it's showing 14 for round off. So where whatever is closer, for example, 14.51, if there is a line in 14.51, it now here is become 15. 14.49 value, it's become 14. So which is closer to 1, it will take it itself to make it the round value. Okay, maybe you can try yourself, then easily you can understand what is the difference. When I'm teaching you, maybe that is not easy to understand. So you can try yourself. Then one more is a prefix. So if you want to create any prefix value, for example, if I'm create see in my dimension drawing, is showing That means millimeter, inches, decimal, feet, whatever you want, you can create here. Okay. At the same time, if you don't want to show the prefix, if you want to show the suffix also, you can do that. So now your suffix information is behind your dimension. It's up to your choice. Wherever you want, you can do it. Otherwise, if you don't want, just leave it. Okay. And the scale factor also 1, just leave it. Then apply the layout dimensions only, also up to your choice, but no need. But currently, just you leave it blank. Okay. Angular dimensions, no need, just you leave it 0 and everything. This is the primary units value. Okay. The secondly, the another one is the alternative units. When you click alternative, this is the other unit type. Maybe you can think why I want to use alternative, because I am the Indian, you are the American. I know only for millimeters. I'm very familiar in millimeter. As an American, you are familiar in inches. So if we are discussing you and me in one table, it's more complicated to understand everything for the value. Whatever I'm talking, I will talk in the millimeter. You will yourself you're converting all the value into inches. Then after you can think and to explain or understand. It's more taking longer time. Then you do the alternative. See for the alternative tab, there is one more checkbox to check. Then it's reflect in your drawing. So here you can decide one more alternative unit together with primary unit. Primary unit already I gave decimal. The alternative I want to use engineering. Okay. See now, I can see my primary unit is a 14 millimeter. At the same time, I can see the engineering value is 28. What is it called? This is the inches or less than inches. 14 means actually this like architectural design. Scientific? No, not scientific. Engineering, fractional, architectural. Yeah. So engineering is a feat. So behind that, so showing 20, actually 14 mm cannot get the 28 inches. 14 mm is roughly 3 inches. I think so. Multiple for all the unit is 25.4. So that means, what it show? Maybe we will think one by one. Huh? Just I go with 1. Okay, now that means 29 inches for 10 decimal value. We need to check, but every inches is called 25.4 millimeter. Okay. At the same time, the round distance also you can change it to 0 or whatever the 1 or 2, it depends. But it's defaultly 3 digits because of the decimal value inches. Okay. Also, you can make it prefix and suffix based on whatever that you want. So once you set up that alternative unit, automatically it will be reflect into your drawing. But usually not necessary to show display, I mean the alternative units, unless if they ask you, then you can create it. Otherwise, you turn off, then it will not show you showing here to see the other units. Okay, I explained to you for the future. If you need, you can do that. You can primary, you can use any whatever you are flexible units. Then alternatively, you can choose other unit like engineering or fractional or whatever that decimal, up to your choice. Fractional, engineering or whatever that. So you can select it. Otherwise, you can turn off. Okay. The next, tolerance. I will turn off that. Tolerance is not using here for, we come to the main report. The tolerance is for only for the mechanical side. You are not going to use it, but if you want, you can try it here. For example, method, tolerance. What tolerance you want? If you want to take the limits, for example, your precision is 1. So that means upper value and lower value. Upper value is 1. Lower value is 1. Then scaling of height is 1. Just leave it. That means actually your drawing is here 14 mm line. But when you do the construction or when you do the machining, when you do the fabrication, that time you can use 15 mm length or 13 mm length. Actual value is 14. You can create the 14 mm length or 13 mm length, 15 mm length, because they give us the tolerance for you to create yourself. If there is no tolerance, you have to maintain. For example, if I turned off none, so my actual value is 14. You have to draw the 14 mm exactly. If it is more than 14, your drawing is wrong. If they gave us the tolerance, 1 mm plus 1 mm minus, then it's eligible for 13 mm line and 15 mm line, or that between the 13 to 15 mm line. This is tolerance. Most of the construction site, we are not using the tolerance, but somewhere is acceptable. If you are in the inspection side or RTO test side, then when you create the pipes or walls or whatever the ceilings elements, when you place there, they will request you to make it the accurate value. But sometimes they will accept 5 mm, 10 mm, acceptable. That is called tolerance. If they are agree, they accept is slightly higher or lower, that is called tolerance. Maybe sometimes they will give, sometimes they won't give. If they won't give, you have to follow the same. Otherwise, you have to follow exactly whatever they give us. That is called tolerance. So this will be reflect in your drawing. Sometimes they will give, they will explain, they will mention it in your drawing. Somewhere is didn't mention. If didn't mention, you have to follow exact value. Okay, this is the basic things to set up the tolerance. Usually in construction, none. So just you leave it. This is all the setting you have to do for the line, symbol, and arrow, text, fade, primary unit, alternate unit, tolerance. Once you set up everything, say okay, then everything came to your main style manager. After you have to do set current. Okay. If you do set current, then automatically it will reflect in your drawing after you close. Now you have to draw the dimension. When you click here, draw, so it's showing 21 mm. This is the way to create the dimension style. Actually, it took very longer time. You have to do this, all the setting, then only you can do the dimension styles here. I want to stop the lesson today. The next week, I will teach you how to create the dimensions in your existing drawing.